Good day, my Steam friends. It's a pleasure to see you today. Is account-based voting coming to Steemit? No, it isn't. This is a follow-up on my video the other day to give a clearer understanding of smart media tokens, the Steemit platform, and how it all ties together. But a lot of this is a deeper explanation of what account-based voting is, and just reiterating it's not coming to Steemit, but it does play a role in the ecosystem. So check out the video. Alright, my Steam friends, first I want to hold myself accountable for not giving a clear communication or interpretation of Ned's quote, so we're going to dig deeper into that and tell you exactly what account-based voting is and how it works. But first, in regards to Steemit, it's not coming to the Steemit platform. If you read the Steemit white paper, it talks about existing platforms operate on a one user, one vote principle. This creates an environment where rankings can be manipulated by Sybil attacks, and the service providers must proactively identify and block abusers. People already attempt to manipulate Reddit, etc. The fundamental unit of account on the Steem platform is Steem, cryptocurrency token. Steem operates on the basis of one Steem, one vote. Under this model, individuals who have contributed the most to the platform, as measured by their Steem account balance, have the most influence over how contributions are scored. Furthermore, Steem only allows members to vote with Steem when it's committed to a vesting schedule. Under this model, members have a financial incentive to vote in a way that maximizes the long-term value of their Steem. So that's in the white paper. That's how Steem operates. But when we talk about the one user, one vote principle, this is what was mentioned in Ned's talk in Korea. So we'll let you check out that quote, and keep in mind he's specifically talking about this in relation to SMTs. So check out the quote.
And what this means is the more coins you have, the more Steem you have, the more influence you have on the platform. And when we first set out creating Steem, what I wanted to see happen was that we would use cryptocurrency to help dictate where the quality content was in a system. And the idea was the more that a piece of content was being paid by a cryptocurrency system, the more quality that content should be. And to prove that, you would look at a system or a web page, and if you saw 3 articles, and the first one was paid 10 Steem, and the next one was paid 7, and the next one was paid 4. If you had an objective analyst come by and read all these articles, you would hope that they read them and they say, yep, this is definitely the most high quality, this is the second highest quality, and this is the least quality of all the 3. And if they do that and their perception matches up the way that rewards were distributed, that means that you have an algorithm that seems to truly be identifying good content. Well, with Steem, we didn't quite find that that was the case. And the reason that it didn't end up working the way that I hoped that it would and imagined that it would was mostly because of stake-weighted voting, which basically gives more influence to people who have certain interests in a community. So what I believe, to truly realize this future where cryptocurrencies are helping us identify great information, is we need to begin to leverage not stake-weighted voting, but account-based voting. Account-based voting means one person, one vote. Much more, it's a much more democratic way of voting. And that, in combination with some of the rewards curves, so when tokens are being distributed, the blockchain is potentially distributing them on either a superlinear or a linear rewards curve. With a superlinear curve like this, in combination with account-based voting, the idea is that the earlier a given person finds a piece of content that is of high quality, the more they'll be rewarded for finding that content and upvoting it earlier than all the other people who end up upvoting it. And if that's happening, then there's a sort of wisdom of the crowd that is being manifested in the blockchain that is helping dictate this sort of trend where the highest quality content rises to the top of a system as defined by the cryptocurrency.
So in regards to SMTs, one of the main aspects that people bring up is, okay, if we go to this one user, one vote system, what's to stop someone from creating 1,000 accounts, a bot army that will give them this sway over some sort of smart media token? Well, we can go to the democratic SMTs using whitelist oracles. This is addressed in the SMT white papers, and then we'll get to the next step. But some entities may wish to enable a one whitelist account, one vote per post, X number of target votes a day algorithm to increase their token's potential for accurate wisdom of the crowd content, discovery mechanics, and the democratic nature of their token community. To incorporate this, the rewards pool for a token will need to have a manageable whitelist that can be enabled only at launch. Whitelist management may be handled by the entity launching the token or outsourced. So you can read this yourself, but basically what they're saying is you're going to put people on a list of verified identities, so it will not enable the system to be gamed in a one person, one vote system through SMTs. So that was one of the main concepts that came up. So now what's interesting is if we dig a little bit further and we go into the Telegram chat about smart media tokens, I think this is where Ned's quote about this other voting system having some sort of effect on making things equal. I think that this leads a little bit into that, and maybe we can start to understand the bigger picture that Steemit is not going to this system, but SMTs are going to have the option to have a one person, one vote system. And with SMTs having that option, that changes the landscape on the second layer of Steemit. So here's a quote from Ned with smart media tokens in the chat. It will be fun to see how SMTs and Steemit communities play together. Even if their integration is not the earliest use case compared to other entrepreneurs taking SMTs to market. So that is going to be really interesting to see how these smart media tokens interact with communities, and if communities launch their own smart media tokens, what those communities may decide to make the token rules. Who knows? So that's the next layer of understanding. That gives a deeper level of understanding to why Ned brought up the one person, one vote based voting in his talk. So I hope that gives you a bigger picture, my crypto friends. Just wanted to give some clarity because this had a kind of a ripple effect on the community, and I wanted to make sure that people have a real clear understanding. It's not coming to Steemit, but it is a concept that's out there, and that's what's so interesting about this. There's so many layers to understand. We always have to stay a little bit ahead of the ball, ahead of the game. Keep doing your own research. Just don't take some guy on the internet's word for it. And read white papers. It's actually fun to get into this and dig into the theory behind all this, my crypto friends. Much love to you. So proud to be a part of it. And until next time, my Steem friends, give me that steam I need to proceed. Cheers, my Steem friends.
The money is not the prime asset in life. Time is, and your time is.